Okay, what do we think of that? Is that better? I think this is better. I haven't really decided, but I was getting tired of the old pathwork block and needed to find a reason to use up all of this mushroom. Yeah, I've got so much mushroom that it's unbelievable. Let me take you in here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, as you can see, we've been running the mushroom farm a little bit. Lane's been over here quite a bit. He's using the mushroom stem blocks for his mega build. And so this farm has been running almost endlessly, and this is a problem already in and of its own. Lots and lots of brown mushroom block. I believe I have used this without silk touch, meaning that somewhere, lost in the maze of hoppers, there is probably an exuberant amount of, can I reach, of just... Oh, this is all just full. It's all just full. Okay, so keep in mind everything there. This is full as well. This is full. Another shulker box full. We have also sold, I believe, a shulker box or two, maybe one shulker box. All of these are full. Full of brown mushroom. So I need a reason to use brown mushroom, and I'm hoping that changing our pathwork is gonna be that answer. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's pick up our monies here. Don't need dirt. Buy dirt. Have we even... Yes, we have been selling regular mushroom stems. Okay, well this is, I'm gonna have to guess, is complete and utterly Lane. Lane coming over and buying mushroom to save himself time. So thank you, Lane, for the money. Man, 42 diamonds. We can go put this in a safe place real quick. It's unbelievable. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this money, but I am thinking that I am going to change all of our path to this. I think this is actually much more fitting than this yellow, this gross yellow stuff here. Gotta go. Gotta go. We're trying to build a beautiful aesthetic around here, and I think this is just, you know, it's taken away from it. It's gotta get out. We gotta get rid of it. It's gone. Be gone. We'll add in these mushroom blocks back. Wow, I used a bunch of it here too. And you know what? Hidden mushroom block. Surprise for whoever knows that's there. And I think this little bit of change is gonna help kind of wrap everything together around here. A lot of chaos around here. That stuff. And so by bringing all these colors together, which is odd, I think we're building a better aesthetic. I like this so much more. This is so much better. Okay, well let's continue this real quick and get the rest of these paths done. We don't have much to go up in here, and then I'll show you what that's all about over there. But let's get this path that way, up and around. There's just a few points here I won't do up there yet because I'm not sure what we're doing going out the top towards the new Among Us game. But let me get this path work done, and then, yeah, I got some more updates for y'all. The changes are subtle, very, very subtle, but I really think this has helped shape out the color around this area. Let me see if I can quickly... get up above the tree line here. And let's give a better view down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. That's the thing. That's it right there. Look at how much better. Entering into this is... the yellow from the path blocks... You know what? No, it's not even the color. Path blocks are so 2010 Minecraft. It is 2024, baby. Almost 2025, which means this change was a necessity... for the future of my development here. Now, I guess, since we're here, let's touch base on what on earth we have going on right here. Now, I was going to do a build of this, and then I lost the time lapse, and then, you know, I thought about doing some other thing, but we're just going to show it off. So what I've done here is we've used a ton of resources and created a lovely kind of keeping the dystopian style of the buildings. We kind of wanted to go with the dystopian's kind of worn warehouse. Now, I guess what really sells this is the wood paneling kind of rotted and falling away. And that's the same paneling, actually, that's on the rooftop, just with these, obviously, trapdoors. And some of it's fallen down in here and scattered into bits. We've got some growth in here from all the plant life. But I added in some storage, some kind of like industrial storage style things here. Not really sure, but I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Now, this is where, since this is so far from the settlement, it's kind of out here on its own. We're just going to have some storage in here. I might park the bulldozer or the excavator and stuff in here just because it's a big open warehouse. But this is where our portal's going to be. So we've got kind of a bay crane thing on a track system here. That's spanning the width of this building, and then it's holding with some clamps. There's some big clamps there. It's holding our nether portal, which is because I'm tired of burning rockets and spending money like it's nobody's business. Well, I guess technically it's Zinc's business. Zinc's got some good business, but I don't have any business because I'm burning all my money. So I think we're going to go ahead and link up our nether portal. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this is done. I think we've got to like get up on here, capture some cords, go in the nether, divide it by 8, put it on top, light that one, then this one. I don't know if it matters which one you light first or second. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But one thing I wanted to touch on, or wanted to do, since we're in the process of changing environments, the trees, all these trees, everywhere, have got to go. They've got to go. It's time to root up some trees. It's time to fully dive into the atmosphere of our dystopian area, and I think it's time to bring in all of the big fancy new trees, all of our, you know, our large sequoia trees, our decorative little, you know, gray-scaled trees. I think the gray and the, you know, the acacia, the warm acacia colors complement each other really well. Like this baby tree and that tree are just, they work. And so I thought I was going to have a nice transition between our area and the existing Minecraft terrain. But you know, in order to bring this story kind of full circle, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and get rid of every spruce tree you see. I mean, not the ones across the river, but this entire area is about to have a big makeover, which unfortunately means all the trees have to go. Yeah, you know, I sighed there. You probably heard. I really don't want to have to take all these trees down. It's going to be kind of a pain, not taking them down, but putting them back up. These big sequoia trees are an absolute nightmare to put together with all the branches and the leaves that are kind of floating off of each other. So, yeah. And we got to get some different size trees. I got to keep in mind that this is one style, the mid's one style, and the small's one style, which means we've got to get a couple styles of the large ones, a couple mid styles, you know, kind of mix and match them up a little bit. But it looks like we need to sleep real quick. Nope. Somebody's got it. I knew the world would be here to get us. Okay, so with all of that said, it is time to take these trees down. And then, yeah, I have so many more surprises. It's been a while since we've been on, but we'll take the trees down. And I've got a little job underway, if I could get somewhere we can see it, right over there. This is going to be the limits of how far everything gets from our settlement here. You know, I'm not really sure why I decided that's where this is going to go, but I did, so that's where it's going. Oh, I totally forgot. The reason we're taking the trees down, other than changing the environment, there has been a new shop that popped up called a Timber Time by Cube, I believe. And I'm excited to head over there because I'm going to have so much spruce that I might as well sell it. I mean, we've got a double box somewhere up there in our wood shop that's absolutely plumb full of logs. And you know what? If he built a shop and all we have to do is fill it, I think that is easy peasy lemon squeezy. So even if he takes a little sliver off the top for his involvement, I think taking all of our junk, I mean, it's just junk wood. I use spruce for everything, but since we're taking it all down and leaving it and you know, we don't need it, it's just junk wood to me. So he might as well have it. As long as we make a buck off of it or so, I could be less bothered. So let's get these trees taken out. Let's head over to Timber Time, sign ourselves up. Maybe we'll see what other woods are available for us to mine. I mean, I really don't like chopping trees down, and creating tree farms is probably one of the worst things ever. It's just, they're so cumbersome and large and just kind of a pain. But yeah, trees are coming down, heading to Timber Time. We'll come back and I'll tell you what this guy over here is all about. I don't know what I've done, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you can see now that there's no trees blocking the area around. Oh my goodness, why have I done this? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, like, you wake up in the morning and you walk outside without your trousers on. Has that ever happened to you before? This is exactly what's going on here. Yeah, well, we can see things more clear now. I'm gonna be real honest, I didn't expect it to look so ridiculous. Oh, but it looks like absolute pants, or pantsless, rather. This is absolutely ridiculous. This might be one of those things that I decided would be a good idea, and it was an awful, awful idea. I mean, we had, it's so plain now. It's just a back of a building over here, and just one big orange and green tree. I was gonna do a little bit back here. We do need to kind of transition this forest somewhere in here to the new style that I'm going with, but I mean, I just couldn't get myself to keep going. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how to explain what I've done here. Oh my goodness. Right, well, regardless of how ridiculous that looks, this is the benefit that we have. I've got so many logs, it's not even funny. Oh boy, we're out of inventory space. Like I said, I mean, we're just gonna sell all this, so although it looks silly, it's very profitable. I mean, look at all of the spruce logs we have. I don't know how many availabilities there is. Like, I don't know if he has a double box over at the timber time, or if it's just like a shulker you fill up. So I'm just gonna bring a shulker full. I could bring some extras. Let's just start with the shulker, and we'll pretend that's going to be enough. So we need to head over there. Before we do, let's quickly grab some coordinates. I cannot get enough of this. I cannot get enough of this. This feels like a mistake. This feels like I definitely made a mistake. All right, let's grab some quick chords of this guy, and then hopefully on the way back, we can use this. So I think if I stand right here. Okay, I took a screenshot. Screenshot's done. I think I understand how this works. If I mess this up, I think Oda's online, so at least we'll have somebody to help to dig us out of our hole that we create for ourselves. You know, he should also sell saplings over there. No, because if I sell saplings, then somebody can just plant their own spruce tree and harvest it, and I don't want that. I believe Timber Time is out here towards Cube's place. Cube, that's a beautiful pink barn. I've never thought about having a pink barn before, but it's kind of crazy. Looks awesome from here. Did I? What is that noise? Why does it sound like machinery? Is he hard at work in here? Excuse me? What on earth is going on here? Are we... Is this a real iron golem? Did he spawn... That's gotta be a real iron golem. Does he think this is real? What on earth? Okay, well, carry on. It looks like you both are enjoying yourselves. I'm just gonna... Oh, he quit. Oh, he gave up. Nope, okay, he's back at it. All right, well, you find something new on Minecraft every single day. So, if we head out the Mustache Marvel's back door here, I won't ask. I won't ask. I think it's that right there. Ooh, the banners are coming into view now. Timber Time. Love to see that. Love to also... He must have a lot of plans out here. Look at all of these placeholder blocks. He's just popping up buildings. There's a pink barn. There's like a teal colored building back there. Cube is hard at work around here. And I think this help needed become a Timber Time employee today. That's us. That is I. That is we. We are now part of the Timber Time community. Who has what? Cap's got oak. Spruce is available. Heck yeah, baby. How do I write in this? Take book. What if I mess this up? Help needed. Are you looking for more diamonds than you've ever dreamed of? I absolutely am. I am in luck. Become a Timber Time employee today. What you need to do to get started, simply sign up on this book for the type of wood you'd like to farm. Next, set up your farm and start filling the designated barrel inside. What will it cost you? For just a low price of 20%? Your sales, you can get in on this action. Ready to go? Great. Turn this page and sign up for the wood. Welcome aboard. Okay. Well, thanks. Welcome. Thank you, Cube, for welcoming me. I am going to go ahead and slap my John Hancock right here. That'll be me. Looks like some people are picking two. I'm not against also doing bamboo. And this gives me some ideas. So let's go ahead and also sign ourselves up for this. Is there more? Okay, don't sign the book. That'd be bad. Jungle crazy. I mean, I guess the big trees are the same as the spruce, so I guess I'm not out much. And the gross birch is all that's left. You know what? How do I... Thank you. People got to give birch a break. I've been using a lot of birch lately because I think it's an underestimated... It's an underestimated log. So it said, hey, yeah, hang in here, right? Come in here and place your logs in the respective barrel. There's stuff in here. Cube, do I just stick this in here? I'm just gonna grab these and like I don't know how I know who gets there was wood in here already. Maybe he pre-stocked some of these shops. I mean, just gonna take that. Oh, these two are me. I bought some logs. These are also me. I'm not very good at making money in Minecraft. Damn, I keep spending more than I have. See, so like there's logs in here, but nobody signed up for jungle, so he must be harvesting some of these. Ooh, that's big. I just got done saying how bad I am about spending money before I make it, but this is huge. How many was there? There was 6, 7, 8. Do we grab some more? You know what? And a bonus diamond for cube. You're welcome, buddy. Now, let's take all of our stuff home. I'm itching to use these logs. So you probably wonder what these acacia logs are for. Well, I'm going to use these for the custom trees, or I have been using these, and we don't have a whole ton of them. So that is really, really helpful. We're signed up, which means we also need to set up a bamboo farm now, which kind of leads me into the next thing we were going to do. It's honestly going to be a bit different than what I had in mind, but I do have a plan. So let me go ahead and let's clear our inventory. We've got to also, real quick, we need to figure, I don't know why I have this. You know what? Another donation. Donation for the fishes. We also need to quickly get this nether portal. Wow, brain fart. Nether portal set up. Random crafting table. Makes sense, always. Nether portal set up. So let's head into the nether with the screenshot of the coordinates that I have, and let's try to not mess this up. I really want to know what's going on in here. Are they still at it? He is still at it. I don't know if that's a real guy or not. And I don't know how to... Oh, there's a piece of scoop. Thank you. I don't know how I know without punching him, and then he'll be mad at me. He sure seems real, but I don't know why he's here or how he got here. There's not a villager in sight. Anywhere. This is Spawnville. Oh, no. Okay, so this is fun. There was a server update. Didn't even consider this ever being a problem with updating the server, but toast is toast. Toast is gone toast. Toast is burnt. Toast despawned, apparently, which is unfortunate. Now we just have this random gooey vial in our backyard for no reason at all. We need another toast, a toast 2.0. We'll call him Bagel. Okay, I'm going to be completely transparent and a little vulnerable with y'all, but I am pretty good at messing things up, so I think I understand how this works. I've got the obsidian and the flint and steel. I think we light it here first, and if we don't go through it, it won't make a portal on the other side. I don't know if that's fact or not. Didn't look into it. Probably should have done that. But we know that we're going to be beyond here ever so slightly. Is there a... There's just a... This boat tells a tale of a zombie who loved to craft. You don't look like much of a zombie, but you're tamed. Tamed cat. Huh. Did the zombie turn into a cat? Millie, help me. Riddle me this. How does zombie turn to cat? I don't understand. If somebody understands what's going on back there, please leave a comment below and tell me what's going on. Wait, there's words on back sign. What is that? Maybe I'm about to answer my own question. My dog hopped in, then the zombie hit me, then dog attack. Sorry. It's a cat! It's a cat! I'm confused. Okay, back to portal business. Okay, oh geez, I've never been so stressed out about something in my life. I think I want to put this guy up on a pedestal, you know, kind of like I have in the overworld. And does everybody have... That's a 3 wide portal. I can go 3 wide. All right, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's just do 3 wide. We're going to put a portal here. We'll go 5. I think 5 is big. I like that. Ow. Can something spawn on top of that? Is that a spawnable block? Do we know? I don't know, in fact, I guess is the quick answer. I'm going to go ahead and decorate this a little bit like we did in the overworld. So we'll put some scaffold up sides. That looks nice. Very nice, okay. Maybe a few scaffold out front here. And for safety measures, I think we should probably put some scaffold up there. I think scaffold is a non-spawnable block. Or I just made a bunch of spawnable blocks and this whole thing will fall apart. And I will apologize after the fact. But I think I'm ready. Let's light this. Lit. Lit, baby. And now, let's go through the portal over here, which heads to Millie's flower farm. Ouch. Okay, I don't see any rogue portals anywhere. Good, good, good. Now, if we head back, I think we just light that one and walk through. Something like that, I think. Maybe. We'll find out. Oh, it looks even worse when you're coming in from afar. It looks so much worse when you're coming in from a different angle because there's nothing blocking it. It's just a wide open mess. Oh my goodness. All right, well, there's some work to be had, work to be done, and we like doing work. So now, if I light this, see, we did the same thing. The scaffold's kind of stacked up, kind of holding it up a little bit. I think that's, you know, it's kind of our industrial bit here. It's kind of like, you know, it looks like, well, scaffold. That was dumb. All right. I think, okay, if this goes wrong, we're going to be somewhere we're not supposed to be, so be prepared. All right, okay, I can Minecraft. I understand Minecraft. Perfect, perfect. We now have a portal. Spawns there, portal's here. Should take me 1 rocket at the max instead of the 50 rockets I have been using up until this point. Okay, so before we get completely carried away, let me just, I'll just talk from over here so we can see it pretty good. Actually, we can see it maybe from better from over here. What we got going on here is this is where our barn is going to go for those lovely guys right down there. And we have somewhere, actually, I don't know where now. Somewhere around here, there's a sniffer egg, and I want a little enclosure for our sniffer. So we're going to have a sniffer barn combination with a donkey breeding area so we can make use out of our donkeys again. And yeah, so a big barn. I think we're going to do some silos out the side, and I will explain what those are for. Thank you, Goose, for lending me a beacon you didn't even know you did. This is the beacon that was over at the copper hopper that we took down, so, I mean, finders keepers or something like that. We'll give it back, but I needed to dig all this out because this is the biggest change. What I have, you'll be able to find right down this hole, which is a mistake. Thankfully, nothing has spawned in here, but we totally forgot to spawn-proof this. Hold on. What that could have been absolutely diabolical. Let's go ahead, light this up a little bit. So what we have here is probably majorly confusing, but it's a giant area, and I think, since now I'm signed up for spruce and bamboo, I'm going to convert this into a bamboo farm beneath our donkey establishment. Oh gosh, stairs. Hold on. And as the contraption harvests the bamboo, I want it to pipe up and into some silos, and maybe we'll even get to use the auto crafter, and we'll have it just craft itself directly into planks, or logs, I guess, and we'll take it over there and sell for a profit. So, with all of that said, I don't really need that anymore. We should probably grab some blocks and get started on this. I want to at least get a framework done. I believe I've got a couple boxes here that I've... Something just loaded weird. I got a couple boxes here, some random bits. Things we're going to need. This is those logs that I bought. Thank you very much, Cube. To get started, I think we're just going to need a bunch of mangrove. And, ooh, actually, yeah, we need those. Hold on. We'll just take 2. I need those, but let me go show you something neat real quick. For starters, we're gonna need some redstone. Where's our bits? How do I not have just a piston laying in here? Where's our pistons? You know what? Maybe in our redstone box. Perfect. Let's grab 3 of those guys. I don't think I'll really need anything else, but I'd like to also get some signs real quick. Do I have signs? Do I have signs in anything? I've got 1 spruce sign. I'm kind of looking for oak. So can I make enough signs? How many do I need? That should be actually the perfect amount. Okay, if we head back down, come on. Yes. Let's get rid of this real quick, and this will all make sense here real fast. If I put down a few pistons, and maybe we'll just do 2. Yeah, I think 2 might be enough. Let's go here and here. Wrong. Let's go here and here. Correct. And then I want to put some signs around the base of this guy. like so. And there you have it. That's it. That's everything we're going to do. Let me put some of this away real quick. Now, you may be absolutely confuzzled what's going on here, and I'm about to show you. If you put these guys in your offhand, you pull out your favorite axe, and you hold both the left and the left and right mouse button consecutively, you get a super awesome auto stripping, semi-automatic stripping guy. I just want to get close enough so that we don't double place, and if I just hold and hold, behold, the automatic log stripper-o-matic. Am I actually stripping these, or are they not stripping at all? Oh, there's some stripped ones. Oh, baby. So I'm going to do this for a little bit. I need a bunch of these for the foundation of this barn. I mean, obviously, it's a barn, red, of course. And I really, really, really do like the mangrove and the red terracotta together. So that's the aesthetic we're going for. I'm going to strip these guys down. Nope. Do we have any bogeys? So you can see that it works it looks okay. We've got 10 bogeys. We'll just come back, double strip. And we should be able to knock these all out. Do we have any missing bogeys this time? Perfect, 64. Okay, one more stack, and then we'll get back at it. It's also a fun game of like 52 card pickup, 64 log pickup, the new game I just created. At the end of every single time you get done doing this, you gotta go around and pick them all back up. Really? Really? And a strippy. Nailed it. All right, back to business. Man, it's always raining right before I do something important. I guess we're just going to be wet and cold when we get done. Let's go ahead and place in the foundation structure of where this is going to be located, and then we'll detail out the build from there. Is that a... Yes, it is. I might go get some rooted dirt as well at some point in time. But let's go ahead and get this framework done. Is this really going to be here the whole time I'm doing this? Okay, there we go. Somebody slept. Somebody out there slept. Thank you, world, whoever slept. Let me go ahead and get the foundation of it started, and then we can maybe talk about the shape and the idea behind the build. My brain's all over the place right now, so I do apologize if this is a lot more hectic than need be. Nice. This is the formal shape of the barn. It's not massive. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. You know what? I just said it's not massive, and it's pretty dang big. So my plans were originally to have these silos over here, and I have since taken that idea back. I think the silos are going to go right over here, so that when you come in through the portal or flying in from Spawnville, which is that way, you'll see the side of these beautiful silos, and I've got some plans with those with the copper to make them look cool, just to give them a little hint of color. So what I'm going to do here is a gradient from the mangrove guive through some red terracotta and then up into the clay pots. I think clay pots are actually one of my favorite things. If you haven't, I mentioned this in the Hearth and Home, the modded Minecraft series that I've started recently, that I just love the pots in a gradient, especially because they add a little bit of gap. They're a little thinner than everything else, so they just give a little bit of gap around things. They're a couple pixels smaller than a standard block, so you get some air gaps, and I think that's perfect for the aesthetic of this. I guess the next thing I need to do is just get started. We may need to go buy some more mangrove, but I've got to do a few layers of this. I actually need some slabs as well. We might not have enough mangrove. Well, let me go double check some resources real quick, and then we'll get started on a time lapse of this build. We're gonna do the core structure, maybe some roof, but oh, and we'll do the silos, but we're not gonna fully detail this out quite yet because I don't really have an interior in mind. I know we'll do some stable stalls for our donkeys. We'll do a little pen for the big guy, the sniffer, and that's about it for now. We'll find some other things to put in here, maybe some llamas or some other weird stuff. But anyways, let me go get materials, and we'll be right back. Well, it's certainly something, if I do say so myself. There's a lot going on here, and a lot of different pieces. Oh my gosh. Nope, it's even. Holy cow. I thought there for a second there was one extra block on one side. So let me just take you through some of the thoughts here. So the bottom is barn. It's very red. Like I said, we use the mangrove, the red terracotta, and the clay pots. We can get a better view of those from right down inside of this massive mob spawning chamber. I am so bad about taking the time to quickly just add a little bit of light in areas so that nothing bad happens. Let me just toss a few more torches in here. That ought to be plenty. Okay. So yes, the clay pots. There we go. You can see how they work. They're 2 pixels smaller all the way around, and thus light is kind of able to peek through. Now, obviously, there's tons of detailing to do in here, but let me head up top because you probably already noticed I added in the new walkways that we just updated in our village. Right over here, and I do like this. So the rooftop, there's going to be access somewhere to get up on top of this rooftop. We have little planting bays here. I think I'm going to do some sort of awning up here because it looks really plain right now. Actually, extremely plain. But anyways, we got these planters. We're going to have access to a little interior room in here. I think I'm going to put the sniffers in here. Sniffer, singular. Maybe plural if we get some more because they like the moss, and I think I want to use the basement for all of our donkey breeding and horse maintenance when we get some horses and or mules. So everything in here is going to have a use. Now, there is some other things I've considered, and that is some more farms. But I like how big and open this is. There's ample space for ample projects, and I'm vibing with that. That's a vibe. So that's just a brief preview. I think I'm gonna dome this roof. Like I said, we'll have a little structure out the front, maybe a structure out the back just to cover up the roof a little bit. It's really flat and open right now, and this is not a finished product at all. I like to do some trimming around the windows, around the top up here, but I like the way it's coming along right now as it sits currently. Now, there's one more thing I need to quickly mention, and that is the silos that are going to go over here. I think maybe against this wall right in the center, right about where that bone block is at, on the inside, there'll be a pipe that goes all the way down beneath to our big open box, and that'll pipe all the bamboo up and out across some sort of conveyor, open water conveyor system, and then it'll trickle its way down inside of each one of these hoppers, and then we can have just a bunch of storage chests along here. Now, the one thing I hadn't considered is I would like to be able to store 2 different items because all of the bamboo that comes up and goes into the silos can be strictly bamboo planks or logs for the wood farm. And then I think I want to have some sort of secondary storage. I love scaffold. There's a whole conversation going on. Somebody's breeding axolotls. I'm sorry, Zinc. But I use a lot of scaffold on everything, and I'm always out of scaffold, so, I mean, you lose a lot of it. So having a replenishing resource somewhere in here just to fill up the area I think might be nice. But that's the gist of this. This barn went from being our donkey breeder to our bamboo barn, and I think we could use it as both. Oh, and the sniffer, of course, but I think it's time for me to go get some more resources and continue to work at this. So I'll be back with some updates. Maybe we'll pop in, we'll do the silos together. But although I have a bunch of different guys in here, it's actually not the resources I need. I do need the mossy cobble and the cobble and stuff for the roof, as well as the smooth basalt for the silos, which will make sense when you see that. But that's pretty much all the resources I got for the main structure. So let me go gather a bit more of the bits and baubles, maybe some of the copper for the accents around these windows, and then I'll crack on with the rest of his build and we can meet back up here. I'm hoping to have it done, probably no promises, and then we can move on to the bamboo farm, which I'm most excited. And I think I need to size this thing. Why on earth? Anyways, I need to size this thing. This is a pretty big space. This is exactly the same dimension as the barn. The exterior walls are the exterior walls of the barn. So I'm okay with this size. I'm wondering if we can tier this, but then I also want redstone and able to auto craft logs and so on and so forth. So I'll do some planning there. I've got a lot of ideas, but frankly, I haven't Haven't used the auto crafter, so I'm not sure what kind of commitment I'm getting myself into when considering that there's a leaf on our frame. Time for me to get to work. Okay, well, the last couple of things that we need to do for these towers is put in some of the bracing and the ladder work, and then we'll be able to get a good view of what these things look like. Let me get down here real quick. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're missing a couple slabs. Let me grab a couple slabs, and I think we'll be done. Where did I put... Okay, slabs. Oh, no. Where are my... Oh, it's probably because I ran out of slabs. Hold on. These must all need to be andesite slabs. And then I'm actually going to do a little bit of terraforming here. I didn't anticipate doing this, but since I have the room, where, oh where, did thy coarse dirt go? Is that it? We have 6. We're going to have to make do. Okay. What I wanted to do with the coarse dirt is we got this weird little thing here. So I'm just going to fill this in. And we will actually terraform this later. So it's not just a straight edge, but I like the idea of this one being elevated a little bit. I don't like the idea of you hanging out with me. Goodbye, friend. Ow. 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 Oh, somebody's sleeping. You're in for it. How do you like that? Okay, well, these are the silos done, and we've got some work to do with all the piping, I guess. It's going to come out of... Hopefully this is lined up. Goodness me. Okay, it should come out right there. It'll travel across, and then there'll be a line of water kind of heading down, and it'll stair-step these hoppers down, and hopefully deliver all of the items down here first. That'll fill the second hopper up, and then the third, of course. Now, the only thing that I wish I would have got done, and maybe actually... Maybe we change this. I like the idea of the hopper train kind of thing, but I'm thinking about 2 different attachment points. So I think, oh, I'm out of rockets. Okay. All right, I just wanted to be able to get on top here. So my thought process now is there's going to be a centralized pipe that pops up. It could actually run along the outside of this building. It doesn't need to come from inside, but it could really do either. But I want this pipe to come up and drop in the bamboo logs, right? Do we want, yeah, double silo of logs, or maybe a single? What if we one pipe out, single silo logs, another pipe can come out from some sort of, we can get rid of these 2 flower bays here. A pipe can come up out of the ground and pipe over. That could be the logs or just the regular bamboo. So regular bamboo maybe in the small one, logs in the big guy, and then we could do a third pipe here in between the 2 and have something else come out. I was just going to do these as a tiered system, so it was just going to be a 1 water elevator down at an angle and drop off. It'll like fill up that one first, then that one, then this one. But I like the idea of having 3 different farms down beneath. Now, I don't know what we'll do, and I don't want to industrialize this area too much, because when we start building Among Us, which is coming up in the new year, in 2025, we're going to start the Among Us game over there. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, so anything that's automated over here would need to be shut off in order to keep the lag down a little bit. So, a bamboo farm can be shut off. I like that idea. You know, the only other thing I haven't thought about until this moment is maybe we put a kelp farm in here to run our super smelter when we get that built in our rock shop over there. But thinking out loud, if I put the kelp over here, I have to carry it over. And I don't want to have to carry resources back and forth, and I can just build the kelp farm beneath the rock shop. So this all leads me to the question of what is best. Maybe sugarcane. Maybe we do a sugarcane bamboo combo wombo thing. And the nice thing about that is they both use the same flying machine, so all the contraptions can work together. That sounds nice. Okay, so I have officially decided we're gonna go bamboo probably in this guy, sugarcane in this guy. I think we'll use more of the sugarcane. We don't have any trading right now, but if we do get trading, paper is what kind of one of the easiest things to do. And actually, it doesn't even need to be sugarcane. We can auto craft paper, and it could just be a silo full of paper. So that might work. And then obviously the bamboo logs that we'll take over and sell in timber time. So I've got a plan. Now we just have to finalize this plan. Now, But before I get into those auto farms, I've got to finish this, but I am officially kind of out of time today. So before we completely close out, I know I've given you a lot of information of what I've got coming up, but this, we've got to talk about this. No trees is gross. I'm glad I don't live in a plains biome because I forgot what it's like to not live in trees. And we've got this beautiful ambient sounds mod, so I can hear birds chirping. But there's no place for birds to be chirping at. It's gross. So I put this into consideration while building this. I kind of like to think about things while I'm doing something. Multitasking, it's probably not the greatest. It's how I get scatterbrained. It's how things get half finished like this. But we're going to expand with our trees, right? We're going to use this guy and some of the variants. But I've gotten to thinking about how forests really do grow. And it's not just a bunch of small trees and a bunch of big trees kind of scattered together like that. What truly happens is your bigger predominant trees take over, and they tend to grow in the dense places or the places where nutrients are more available. So you're going to have a lot of the big dense trees in the center of your forest, and then all the little guys that gather the sunlight that kind of passes beneath the branches. So this doesn't really make sense with these two little trees underneath our big tree. What would happen, you can see the sunlight's kind of shooting down over here. The smaller trees grow along the edges of the forest because they can kind of capture the rays that are diagonally shooting beneath the leaves of the canopy of this. Might be easier if I come over here and explain. So, see, no sun is cast about, so no little trees would really grow, especially this guy, around the base of his big tree because the sun gets here. But once you get out a little ways, like right in here, littler trees can grow because as the sun sets, the rays from over here will shoot down and get over in this area, which is awesome. So big trees, big trees, big trees, pretty much everywhere. But they're going to kind of taper down into smaller trees as we get to the edges. Now, obviously, some of the big trees will take over and grow right on the edge and then, disperse the small trees evenly. But there's no reason me building an entire custom forest if it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to have to go back to the workshop and put together some different tree variants when it comes to like the height of the big guys, maybe some leaning smaller trees that are kind of growing up at an angle to reach out from underneath the shadow of the big trees in order to gather some sunlight. We'll see. I'm going to throw some things together. So with all of that in mind, we've got a lot done today. We're part of timber time. We've got the spruce in. We've got bamboo in the works. We know where that's going. We've got the barn 80% done. We've got the brand new portal connection in our warehouse. We'll bring over our industrial equipment when we get a chance. And just a bunch of little minor jobs and odds and ends that we needed to get done. Now, speaking of odds and ends, we do need to get some interiors done, some decorating on that building over there, interiors of this one, and so on and so forth. But there is plenty of more to come. Next week, we are headed into the Thanksgiving. I said Thanksgiving. I meant Christmas. We're headed into Christmas next week, so next week we're going to be probably not getting as much done. Maybe I'll have some things done between episodes, but we got to head over to the Christmas Village, hang out with some of the crafters, and do some other odds and ends when it comes to the holidays. So without further ado, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I can see that 75% of you who are watching these videos are not subscribed, so it also takes the push of a button. You don't have to watch my stuff, but the numbers help me, so I would appreciate it. Now, without further ado, stay crafty, stay courageous, and as always, stay beautiful. Goodbye.